Everybody, John Griffin here with you. Hey, on the phone right now, we have a very special guest from V2 Helicopters. Mr. Luke, how are you?
Hi, John. Going really well, mate. Thank you very much for having us. And it was an absolute pleasure to take you for a fly last week.
Oh, it was wonderful, mate. When I got in that helicopter, if no one's checked it out yet, it's on our YouTube page there.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people expect it to be bumpy and rough, and they walk away with a big smile on their face going, geez, that was a lot smoother than I expected. And the answer to it is, well, when you're in an aeroplane, basically you're in the middle of the two wings. And as the wings bounce up and down, you experience a lot of that flapping up and down as well.
Yeah, right.
But in the helicopter, of course, the blades or the wings are rather above you, and you're slung down underneath. So a lot of the bouncing and flapping of the wings, well, it's not experienced in the cabin where you're sitting. So it's a lot smoother and a lot more of a gentle ride. So, yeah, we're always pleased to hear it. And we always like to, accredit it to ourselves as pilots and go, hey, it's just the right pilot. But, yeah,
now, Luke,
more likely the helicopter did all the work.
You guys are there at 219 Qantas Avenue at Archfield Airport there, and you're open 7 days a week. Now, I went for the quick flight around Brisbane, but you guys do a whole lot more than that, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. John, you went on our most popular experience. A lot of people do love to see Brisbane City. It's one of the favourites.
Yeah, see, I was born and bred here. I loved it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You see all the highlights, of course, of Brisbane, which is fantastic. Suncorp, the Gabba, all of the other sort of fantastic sites. But you're right, we do offer so much more, whether it be if you're after a special day out to one of the wineries in the southeast Queensland region.
Sounds good.
Perhaps have a special event like a wedding coming up or a formal. We love to do private charters for people to those events. Or we also offer a particular special trip that we call the pub crawl, which is one of our highlights and favourite ones, where we fly people around certain pubs and restaurants in the area, and we let them wine and dine for an hour or two at each restaurant, and then we continue on to the next one and bring everyone home at the end of the day really happy.
Well, very happy.
Yeah.
Now, is it true? I don't know whether this is true or not, but do you guys go to Eagle Heights Resort?
Yes, we do. That's one of our favourite locations.
Oh, that's my favourite location.
Such lovely staff up there.
Yeah, I love that place.
Beautiful food. Yeah, really friendly. They're really great up there, and it's a fun place to land. I'll tell you that much. As you swoop down in between the mountains and land there, it's just, it could not be repeated. Of course, with the Gold Coast in the skyline behind you, it makes that experience even more special.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. Now, you also do flight training. Now, how long does it take to become a helicopter pilot?
Yes, I would love to say a really long time so that it instills a lot of confidence in people. But the truth of it is it can be achieved in a very short period of time if you work with dedication. So we've had people who have come in and worked at it every single day for sort of 5 hours a day, and they've achieved their private license in as little as 12 weeks, which we think is absolutely amazing. And you know, there are people out there flying very safely, mind you. We teach them very well.
Yeah, of course.
But they're out there flying their family members and their friends around having a great time. And of course, the beauty of learning with us is we're always pleased to lease and lend our helicopters to our past students as well. So they get to come and borrow our helicopters and head out for a beautiful day out. So that's one of the pluses of what we do here.
Now, another good thing, Luke, about you guys is, number one, it's your 10th year birthday or anniversary coming up soon. And
yes, it is.
You've had a perfect safety record throughout that whole 10 years since you've been operating.
Yes, we do. We're very, very proud of that. It's 10 years and we've been putting smiles on everybody's faces from around Brisbane, from interstate, from international, all these people that have come to see our great city. For 10 years, we've been flying them around and we've had a perfect safety record, not one incident, not one problem. So we're very, very pleased. It is a success, but it speaks into itself that we need to also, of course, continue with our safe practices and continue to keep our standards up, because that's what we pride ourselves on.
Luke, you're a gentleman and a scholar. Are you a pilot as well? What do you fly them?
I am indeed a pilot here as well, and also an instructor. So I would be one of the people that would be teaching you to fly, John, when you come back and you learn with us.
I can't
know
wait.
You want to.
Yes, I definitely do. Hey, another thing is, I don't know whether people are interested in this part, but I've been playing, that flight simulator on Microsoft since 1993. And
yeah.
so I've been playing it for quite a while. And if you know some of those buttons, would it make it a lot easier? Even though it's a helicopter, though, these are planes. So I don't know.
We probably wouldn't even need to give you any flying hours, John. I think that would probably fully qualify you right there. License you just off that. No, in all honesty, though, it is great experience, and the skills that it does transfer to you, of course, is that awareness, situational awareness of airports and how they work, and aerodromes,
and air traffic control and stuff like that.
Air traffic, that's right. So there are a lot of skills that can be acquired from it. In terms of hands-on experience, you really need to come in and have a go at it yourself just to know just how it works. But yeah, it's still good.
And I saw on your website, Luke, that you also, like, just in case people are not that keen, you offer like a trial run just to try and get a feel of it. And if you don't like it, you don't do it. But if you do, that's where you go into the next step. Is that correct?
Yes. Sir? Yep, that's right. It's very cheap. I won't go sort of stating prices on the radio, but do go to our website and check it out, www.b2helicopters.com.au. And you're right, it's called a trial introductory flight. You can come along, get your hands on the Cyclic and the Collective and take over the helicopter while you fly it yourself and get a genuine experience of what it's like to actually fly a helicopter. So, you can walk away at the end of it and say, yes, tick that off my bucket list. I've flown a helicopter. And who knows, it might lead to a passion that you'll continue with and see through and actually work towards a license, which is ultimately what we would love to see as well.
That's excellent. And what sort of jobs are available in that sort of industry?
Oh, there are so many, absolutely so many. We are constantly putting pilots out there in a range of applications, from, let's say, prawn spotting through to mustering, through to offshore delivery and landing flights out at oil rigs, through to charter and scenic work, through to instructors and training. We've even got a couple now that have headed over to work in the rescue wing of they're actually with Melbourne Rescue Helicopters at the moment. So, yeah, we're very proud of where our students have gone and where it's taken them. And it's always nice to get that feedback as well from them to see what industries they've headed off into and what roles they've fulfilled.
Definitely, Luke. As I just said, I haven't said it yet, but amazing industry, and it was so cool going up in that chopper. I did say that before. And
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Now, you guys, once again, you guys are open 7 days a week. The phone number there is 073274 6666.
That's the one.
And you're at 219 Qantas Avenue at Archfield Airport. Luke, thank you so much for being on the show, mate.
John, thank you so much for coming and having a fly with us. It was an absolute pleasure.
I loved it. We'll talk very shortly, mate. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, mate.
See ya.